Okay, for number 26, I asked you guys yesterday, look to see if you could factor first. Can you factor anything on number 26? Look at all four numerators and denominators. Can you factor any of those? No, you cannot. You cannot. Now, if you can't factor, you look to cross out. Now, here's the problem I'm going to have. I know specifically for me and probably for you too. I'm like, oh boy, I see W's and X's flying around. I got two W's here. I got a W here. I can get a W there. Oh boy, Z's are gone there. This is going to be quite a mess. I keep crossing out. Okay, so I have a solution for you, a piece of advice. Actually multiply first, cross out last on these types of problems where you can't factor. Here's what I mean. So I know we're good here. Calculators, let's get them out, please. Let's get them out. You're going to need it more than just on this problem. So I'm going to ask you to multiply the two numerators for me. So the first thing here, we got 4 and 7. 4 times 7, what do we got going? 90, not 90. Yeah, 98. Okay, ready? I got an X and another X. How many on top? How many on top? 2. I got Y squared and Y. How many? 3. I got Z squared and Z. 4th, and I got that W hanging out that I don't want to forget about. So there's the top. What about the bottom? 21 times 12. 252. All right, ready? How many W's do I have? 6. How many X's do I have? 2. How many Y's do I have? 4. And then finally, how many Z's do I have? Okay, this is a lot easier to deal with right here. I have shown you how to reduce on your calculator, correct? You hit your fraction template, so go ahead, get a fraction template up right now. And do 98 over 252 for me on your fraction template. What's it reduced down to? 7 over 18. Done. Now, that's the hard part, believe it or not, and your calculator does it. X's, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. What happens? See ya, gone. 3 Y's on top, 4 on the bottom. 1 on the bottom. Z's, 4 on top, 2 on the bottom. 2 on top. And what am I missing? W's, 6 on the bottom, 1 on top. Done. Okay? So when you can't factor and you see yourself doing, oh, it's going to be a mess. I don't care how neat your writing is. It's going to be a mess. So my suggestion, and we're going to see this again today, multiply through the numerators, multiply through the denominators, then reduce at the end. All right? All good. Okay, now I'm going to 42. At this point, you should easily be able to factor those 3. What's up? We got one person out. All right, I only like one person out at a time. You could factor those 3 right there. Here's what I need you. I feel like I'm not too confident yet that we're good to go on something like that. Anybody know what method I'm going to need to use here? 3 terms, A values, not 1. What method are you using? Begins with the G, ends in grouping. Grouping, good, good. All right, everyone good. Grouping method. First, go ahead, now first step. So I go 2 times -4 gives me -8. I make this mistake every year. So this year I'm focused on making sure you guys know step by step how to group here. What is your next step? What is my next step to grouping, right?
You find 2 things that, like, you take -7.
Do I change the 2x squared?
No, you don't.
Okay.
And you leave the -4 also.
And I got 2 in the middle now. Leave the -4. And what are you trying to plop in these 2 spots?
-8x and 1x.
Why? Why does -8x and +1x do the trick here?
Because you're trying to find something that adds to -7x and multiplies to
Everyone good. Multiply to -8, add to -7. Now you group them. And here's where I know it'll happen on Wednesday's quiz. I see it too many years. People group, and they think they're done. That's it. That's it. They leave this right here now. You're not done grouping. You're right in the middle of it. You're not done grouping yet. What do you still need to do? Take out a what here? 2x and an x minus 4. What can I take out of this one? A 1, x minus 4. You're going to leave that the way it is. You're not done yet. Grouping is a multi-part step here. All right, and I'm not yelling at you guys at all. I just remember years past, we either stop here or we stop here and leave it in there. Finish. 2x plus 1 and x minus 4. That is what should go in that denominator right there. Okay? Difference of two perfect squares, GCF and factor one more time, and then GCF factor one more time. All right? Was there anything else from the other two that you got confused with? I'm not doing anything different today. You're still going to multiply today. The only thing is it starts out with a division sign instead. But you're going to end up multiplying eventually. Anything here you want to ask, guys? Feel free. Are we all clear that, hey, I got to be able to factor to do this stuff. If I can't factor, I'm toast. I'm burnt. All right? Everyone agrees we got to be able to factor in this class, all right, to have any success. All right, let's keep trucking then. Let's turn our attention to division. Guys, it's multiplication. That's all it is. Anybody remember what you need to do at the very beginning before I factor or do anything? I don't know, whatever sayings they had in the past. Keep, change, flip. Skip, flip, multiply. It's skip and flip. It's too much. It's too much to. If you want to remember a little saying, that's fine. It just gets out of control with the rhyming and everything else. Look, bottom line, change it to multiplication and do what to the second one? Flip it. Done. If you want a nice little rhyming, rhyme time, feel free on your own. And then anything I do to the first one? Nope. I should be done teaching because that's the only new thing I'm showing you today. What are we doing now? That's what we did yesterday. Can you factor in? Don't cross out a darn thing yet. Can you factor anything up here? Yeah, you're darn right. Here we go. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. What are we going up to? 15? How did this get? Never mind. Let's roll. 9. What can I factor up here?
You can do a perfect square on the bottom.
Okay, go ahead. Let's go, stud.
1 plus 3, 1 minus 3.
One more you can factor up here. There's one more out of the 3 you can factor. 7. What are you left with? There you go. Cannot factor y plus 3. Now, I have only gone over this once in the last week. So I wouldn't, I'm not expecting you to be golden on this. If it's squared, rewrite it twice. Yes, don't try to be fancy and distribute or FOIL. You're not showing off, probably because you're wrong. You write it twice. That's it, squared, you write it twice. Now it's everyone's favorite time, right? What's my crossout rule? What's our crossout rule? Because I'm not crossing out these.
No, you can't put them both in the numerator.
Correct. One's got to be in the numerator, denominator. Hey, do they have to be diagonal? No. It's just got to be numerator, denominator. Here we go. Who's up on the show? 5. Sure. You got it. I don't know if you meant those, but don't care. All right. 6. New kid. Yeah, go ahead.
You got a y plus 3, bottom left, top right.
You got it. You got it. 13. Yep. 50% are going to say one answer, 50% are going to say another answer. I got 50% saying my answer is 3. I got 50% saying it's a third. Nothing's left on top. Baloney. There's something there. It's a 1. If you cross everything out, you're left with the 1, and then on the bottom, the 3. All good. Going. Now, I realize, and I'm okay with it, if you have the ability to flip and factor in the same step, go ahead. I do not need to see it written out flipped. If you can do it in your mind, factor, then flip it, that's your call. Okay? Your call, guys. If you like to see it flipped and then factor, take it step by step, go right ahead. All right? Open season there. Do you want to see me flip it, or can I factor and flip at the same time? What are we comfortable with here? Can I do both, or do you want me to do step by step here? Which is whatever makes you comfortable, Patrick. So what would you like to do? What do you think you and your classmates would feel comfortable doing? Step by step, you got it. So I will flip and multiply first. And how about I actually flip? Hey, good news. We can factor all 4. If you're hungry, here you go. Eat up here. 9, pick one you can factor.
I'm so hungry. You can do top left.
Do you know, so hungry, boss showed up last period. He's like, he's like, coming in. I'm at my desk. He's like, small class today. I was like, yeah, it's 7th period. Like, what else do you want here? All right. Top left, what do you got for me?
I got A plus 3, A minus 3.
Yep. Wondering why no one's here. 5. Yep. Ever going to stump you this year? Yeah, you will. Yeah? Okay. All right. At least you're honest. 6.
Bottom right.
Yep.
You got a little grouping. You know? So you got a squared plus 3a plus 2a plus 6.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm just listening.
And then once you group, you'll get a parentheses a plus 3, then 2 parentheses a plus 3.
So what do you end up at the end?
Sorry.
It's okay. Just finish your grouping.
A plus 2.
Yep.
And a plus 3.
Good job. Two numbers that multiply to 6 but add to 5, right? You didn't have to group it. That's what I'm saying. You didn't have to. It's okay that you did. I don't care. You got the right answer. Because the A value is 1, right? No. Ready? But you can group it. That's fine.
What do I do?
Nothing. Keep doing your thing because it's fine. You can group any trinomial you want. You're fine. You're fine. A lot of your classmates probably did it differently. They didn't need grouping. Because the A value is 1. Usually you only group in the A value something other than 1. So if the A value is 1, you can do 2 numbers that multiply to this and add to that. 2 and 3. You just grouped it instead. That's fine.
Oh, got it.
Okay?
Understood.
You can group any trinomial you want, everybody, all right? So you're fine. Okay, I'm never going to get that minute back that I just spent right there, but I'm sorry, everybody. 3. Yep. Cross out. 11.
We're gonna cross out the A+2s.
Okay. Next up, 5. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Leave it for somebody else to do, right? Good for you. 12.
The A minus 3 and the 3 minus A, but that means there's a negative 1.
Where are you going to put yours?
I'll put it on the bottom.
Okay, well, we're still not done, though. Something else I can cross out? 15. Well, there's only 2 things I haven't crossed out, right? Yep, and what are you left with? 6 on top, 3 on the bottom. No? Okay, I'm still left with something somewhere, though. Okay, that's fine. No matter where you put your -1. Are you done? Okay. All right, just checking. No matter where you put the -1, you're still left with what? -2. But not both. Because if you put 1 on top and 1 on the bottom, you got a positive now. Yeah, but either way, you're still going to get a -2 out, right? Yep. Okay, all good. Nice job on that one. Now 3 looks pretty darn intimidating. No? Wow, it does look pretty intimidating. It's not at all, because all I did to you was write it differently. Hey, right here, take a look. What's that a different symbol for? That's all that is division. Here's your left side. Here's your right side. That's it. It's written differently. So I'm still going to multiply. That numerator I'm going to keep the same. Denominator I'm going to keep the same. No. What am I going to do to the denominator?
Flip it.
Flip it. So the 30xz is on top. And then this is why I went over that problem in homework. Is there anything to factor? No. No, and if you can cross out. I don't really recommend it because it's going to get messy. So I'm going to recommend multiply across the top. I'm going to have one person do that for me. Here you go. 6. 15 times 30. Whew. Done. How about the bottom? The denominator is multiplied. Let's hear from you. 3. Yep. X. Thank you. Okay, use your calculators. Reduce that fraction, 450 over 250. Six.
The 450x divided 12 over 250. And that reduces to
Got it. Nice job. Anything you want to ask there? I think that's pretty, when you don't have to cross anything out. What? Issues? This is the last one for now I'm going to do with you. I'm going to let you do number 5 on your own. But until we get there. Okay. You guys wanted me to do it step by step. You got it? Times, flip. Before you cross out, before you multiply, what do you got to take care of? What do I need to take care of? Can't cross out anything yet. Can you do it? 2x, yep, 2x and 2x. 4x squared, yep. Ooh, what about 3y to the third? If you have a 9 in your answer, leave immediately. 3 to the third is 27, not 9. Y to the third. Yep. Nothing to do over here, but rewrite. Do you see any factoring? Factoring that can be done. Group into 2 perfect squares. Me neither. But I don't know. Maybe you could handle crossing out here. I don't know. I probably wouldn't still. I wouldn't still cross out. I would just multiply across again, like I did in the last problem. What are you going to get on top when you multiply? Oh, yep, 12. 12.
Oh, x squared and y to the third.
Bottom. 5. No rush. No rush. No rush.
Y cubed x squared.
Okay, what about my numbers, though?
Oh, I didn't say 54, my bad.
It is your bad, yep. All right, reduce now. Calculator does the tough part. When you're ready, 14. That's it. X's and Y's are gone. Questions? All right. You guys are on. Write my work up here. See if and then I'll leave you to 7 on your own. So go ahead. You got this. Dig deep. You can factor all 4, guys. All 4 of them you'll be able to factor. One of them you're going to have to factor twice. A hint, hint, hint. One of them you're going to have to factor twice.
Is that true? Do you eat bugs? Bugs?
Can't put that up. That's false.
It's a long story. The long story.
Which I can't do anything.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I mean like
I'm
factorized.
thinking over
Oh,
here.
no,
Yeah.
No idea.
5 and 6.
I don't know.
Oh, 5 and 6. I'm gonna figure that out.
and don't get nervous on this one. You're going to be left right in your answer. That's okay. Sometimes you're just not left with a -2 for your answer. Flip it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here's everything. Again, this is a one with that you're left with a lot. You're left with a y minus 5 and a y plus 4 on top. Don't multiply them, please. Leave them in the parentheses. And on the bottom, you're left with a y. You're left with a y minus 4 and a y plus 3. Before I go on to the next one, I want to make sure we are confident that you can identify what two opposites are, because I'm afraid some of you might have thought there were opposites in there. Like maybe the y plus 4 and the y minus 4, you thought were opposites. But hey, I agree. The 4s, everyone take a look. The 4s are opposites. Totally agree. But what not opposites? The y's. They're both positive. They all have to be opposite signs. All right, everything. Are you comfortable with this? Going? All right, I'm doing 6 with you, then 7's on your own. Okay, 7's going to be a beast. Or you can work with other people when you get to 7 too. But let's do 6 together. All right, skip and flip, whatever you call it. Okay, you guys, because you can factor 3 out of the 4. What do you factor first? Bottom left, go for it. Yep, difference of 2 perfect squares. Got it. All right, what do you want to factor next? You guys are doing a great job today, by the way. 9?
I'll factor. I'll do the top one. You can take out 2a.
2a?
A squared.
Which?
On the top left.
Top, okay, yep. Take out an a squared, and what are you left with?
You're left with a squared and then a minus b.
One more you can factor. Anybody? One more? 5. Yep, and be left with. Yeah. And there's nothing you can do on the bottom. Cross out time. First thing you'd like me to cross out. 5 again. Anything else you'd like me to cross out? 7. Here we go. Anything else to cross out? 6. Yep. Anything else to cross out? 6. What's left? I have b squared, and I got a b cubed left.
Cross out b squared.
Final answer. 10. Pound it. 7. Nice job. Okay, guys, you are on number 7 right now. If you need help, I'll even help you out here. First one, grouping. Grouping. GCF, nothing. Take your time. Finish grouping. Remember, don't stop in the middle. You got it, or you need help with something, let me know. I want to check your answer at the end here. And then we're going to save the last one for tomorrow. All right, let's go in here with that one on your own.